Hey Sag, so we're gonna try and do your reading today. There is some construction outside, so I hope the sound doesn't filter through all the way to the videos. We'll see. All right, so this is the reading for Sag. Oh my God, I can't shuffle today. Month of September. Let's see what's coming up for Sag, okay? For the sign of Sagittarius, month of September, what is coming up? What's coming up for Sag? Okay, so we're starting off with the Eight of Cups. Maybe you are deciding to walk away from something or deciding to kind of isolate yourself from, I don't know, from people or from certain events. Let's see, Sag. Oh, okay, the Lovers. Maybe there's a special someone that you want to spend time with and you don't really want to share them with everybody. We got the Six of Wands. I don't think you're hiding it though. Six of Wands is something very public. What's coming up for Sag? Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Maybe you're going on some sort of healing retreat. What's coming up for Sag? Eight of Pentacles. You're still working on something though, especially with this Five of Pentacles being in the center. I think you might be worried about your finances or might be concerned. Maybe there's some bills you're running behind on. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Ooh, I do not like that. Okay, then we got two extra ones. We got the Three of Wands, well, one extra one, and the Hierophant. Overall energy, wow. Okay. Sag, we were doing so great. What happened? Okay, I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Oracle card, the Animal Oracle, to get some advice for Sag. Advice for Sag in the month of September. Okay, we get the Turtle. Advice for Sag in the month of September. We get the Swan. Advice for Sag in the month of September. The Snake. One more. The Whale. With the overall energy being, okay, Sag. So basically, a lot of the things that are happening are kind of, I mean, I'm not going to blame you for them. I'm not going to say it's your fault because, you know, that would be quite stressful. I'm just going to say that our thoughts are a big part of the reality we live in, okay? Somebody who constantly sees failure, mistreatment. So let me give you an example. Somebody who is good looking, but they have low self-esteem, right? They're always going to assume that people want to get close to them, to use them or hurt them. Let's say that person has that specific insecurity, right? Then there's such thing called as confirmation bias. They're going to keep finding people who confirm that because they're not looking out for people that actually appreciate them. So that's what the rabbit is trying to say. Your fear is reflecting in your reality. Whatever it is you're afraid of is going to be reflected in your reality. Now, the overall energy is the Three of Swords and the Rabbit. So if you're terrified of heartbreak, if you're terrified of somebody hurting you, you're going to be looking for reasons why that person is about to do that or how they're doing it. Like, you're going to find your confirmation because that's what you expect. Okay. So be careful with that. Eight of Cups with the Lovers, Six of Wands. I think everything starts off great. It looks really good. This is somebody you have like a really strong bond with, someone that you really care about, someone that you're really proud of to be with. And then we get the Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Now, I do think that this could be Four of Swords. There may be a time where the passion kind of cools down a little bit, and maybe this person doesn't have as much time for you. With the Five of Pentacles, I think that you interpret that like, oh my God, they have abandoned me. They don't want me anymore. That's coming, again, with the rabbit here, that's coming out of your insecurity. When we have the Eight of Pentacles, this person is probably just working long hours. Maybe they've got some project they want to complete. They want to get something off the ground, but you're sitting here in insecurity and fear and assuming hell a lot of things, which are not true. Then we get the Queen of Pentacles. I think with time you realize, oh, this person didn't actually do that. That was just me. However, Five of Swords is here. By that time, maybe you've done some things that you regret or said some things you regret. And then it's the Five of Swords is that card of like, well, nobody wins now because, you know, maybe they were trying to surprise you or maybe they were trying to do something for the future of you guys. And you just kind of jumped the gun and either said some really nasty things or did some really hurtful, awful things. And now with the Three of Wands and the Hierophant, you're like, oh, I'm sorry. How do I get you to commit to me again? And that's why the overall energy is the Three of Swords, Sag. You have no one to blame but yourself, really, for what's happening. So let's look at the advice. The rabbit as advice is don't let fear cloud your judgment. The rabbit in this particular deck comes with a little story. It's like talking about how the rabbit is near a owl and the rabbit is so terrified of the owl that it's like running around screaming, the owl's going to get me, the owl's going to eat me, I'm dying, I'm dead, blah, blah, blah. The owl had not seen the rabbit, but because of the ruckus the rabbit is raising, now the owl's like, well, thank you for the idea. I hadn't seen you, but now I did. So our fear can basically put us right where it is that we're actually afraid of because that's your focus. So I would say try to focus on other things. Start projects of your own. Get a hobby. Go ride a horse. Go, I don't know, raise a garden, a vegetable garden, flower garden. Well, it's about to be fall, but you know, maybe that. Start planning what your Halloween costume is going to be. Make it by hand. I don't know. Do something to get your mind off of the one thing you're focusing on is this fear of this person that you are already falling in love with hurting you, because you're going to be the one to hurt them, which is the irony. And yeah, nobody wins. Nobody wins. The turtle here as advice is also talking about how we each have our story, right? So think about what your story is. What have your experiences taught you? Why is it that you feel this way? And the Swan card here is honestly a reminder to use things artistically. So let's say that you were hurt in the past, right? With the turtle, you're kind of holding on to those experiences and you interpret the world through that view, through that perception. So the swan is a representative of the goddess Saraswati. It could be that you need to release those stories by expressing them in an artistic way. Maybe you should write a poem, write a book, write music, a play. Maybe you should paint a picture about it and picture yourself releasing that pain, that heartache that has already been done to you in your life onto the canvas or onto the whatever medium you're using. Because the snake is like this situation here, this relationship you've come across is full of potential. This bond is full of potential. And we do have the Hierophant here. So the possibility for a strong commitment is there as well. But you need to stop freaking out, Sag, because the rabbit is like, when you think of a rabbit, they're always trembling. They're like sure that they're going to get eaten at any time, that there's predators at every corner. And, you know, it's it's almost a hysteria is what it is. I would be careful of getting into rabbit mode because that's what you're doing. So the whale as a device is also taking experiences. It's like, obviously nobody can just forget the things that they've been through, right? But take that experience and integrate it into your life. Like, okay, maybe you had an ex that was somebody who either was unfaithful or they were abusive, and you're terrified that this was going to happen here. That doesn't necessarily mean the same thing's going to happen. Instead, think about that connection. Think about, okay, well, this is what I did that might have contributed to that. And this is what I could have done better. And these are the red flags I could have paid attention to sooner. So you take that experience, you integrate it into your current experience. So now you're aware of what the signs are. So like if that person does things that your ex used to do, like maybe they start flirting with your friends or things, that's when you're like, okay, hold on. Now, I'm not trying to get paranoid, but I don't appreciate this because of this, this, and that. And if that person continues, then they don't care. And if they do listen, then they obviously do care. So again, just because you've had bad experiences doesn't mean you can't learn from them or that the same story is going to repeat. Learn from it, integrate it, but move on, right? Flow. Be the whale. Learn to be wise. Learn to integrate your experiences into your current life without allowing them to take control of your entire narrative, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarification so that we can get a little bit more details about what's going on here. Let's start with the Three of Swords as the overall energy. I'm going to pull this down because this was not the overall energy. Clarify Three of Swords for Sag. Clarify Three of Swords for Sag. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles, and this is a lot, so I'm going to put them back in, just get one more. One more for the Three of Swords. And for those of you that are like, well, this isn't me at all, it could be your partner, the one that's doing this. Either way, it's good to be aware of it. If you're the one doing it or you're the one on the receiving end of it, maybe you don't understand where this person's coming from, and now you will. Clarify Three of Swords for Sag. Eight of Wands. See, there's the Hierophant again. I'm telling you, the Hierophant is here twice. This is somebody, and you know, we all know Sag. Sag is not super commitment oriented. Let's just be honest. But something about this person makes you feel that they are your match. They're probably really fun and outgoing and open-minded and expressive and funny, and they're a good time to be around. But they're also stable, right? Because they show up as Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody you're like, oh, I could totally see myself living life with this person without getting bored, without me feeling suffocated, like they're taking my freedom from me. Now, this heartache, look at this. They're showing up, or you're showing up as King of Pentacles. One of you showing up as King of Pentacles, the other one showing up as Queen of Pentacles. This is your match. But there's this guarded energy here, Nine of Wands. Both of you are being guarded towards the other person. The Eight of Wands is here, so it's like spending time with this person makes you feel like you're falling in love over and over and over again. But it's also scary. And then we get the Hierophant card. Both of you want to commit. And again, there's that something in your life has made you afraid of commitment. That's just what I'm going to say. Maybe your last commitment, you were hurt, or you felt like you had wasted a lot of time, or something along those lines. And so now you're just terrified of making the same mistake. But again, energy, rabbit energy, fear is not a good motivator for actions at all. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups for Sag. Oh, I get the Ten of Swords. The Ace of Cups. One more for Sag. Three of Pentacles and the Sun. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got, look at this. We've got three fives on the table. We've got Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Swords. You've been through some shit, Sag. That's clear. But just keep in mind that everybody has, right? I think that you're focusing a little too much on the worst experiences you've had romantically, and you keep thinking that that's just love, that's why love is dangerous, because when you get in love, shit goes down. No, that's not true. No. Love does not hurt you. It's the people that we fall in love and the type of people we fall in love with that hurt us. Love itself is not a bad thing. So I think that you're realizing that now with the Eight of Cups. You used to be the type of person that would walk away. You used to be the type of person that was really avoidant, kind of detached about things. And I see that ending. With the Ten of Swords, you're like, yeah, I can't do that anymore. I want to Ace of Cups. I want to offer love. I want to Three of Pentacles. I want to build. I want to do something that lasts a long time with this person. Create some sort of love or story that lasts a long time. And with the Sun, like this person makes you feel so happy, makes you feel so excited to be a part of their life, which is awesome, right? That's fantastic. Now let's see, because the Three of Swords could also indicate healing from heartbreak, right? So let's see which way the wind blows, because even if you've been through disappointments and regrets, I still see you being willing to open up, which is fantastic. That is very Sagittarius. It's very brave. Let's look at the Lovers here. Clarify the Lovers for Sag. Okay, we get the King of Cups. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Queen of Wands. With the overall energy, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is the overall energy, means that there's definitely a soul bond here. You look at each other and you're like, this is my person. This is the one that I've been looking for. This is the person that I can totally see myself spending a large, my life with, or a large amount of it. So with the Lovers, whether you are the masculine or the feminine, you feel like the other person is your perfect counterpart. They were, that's why the angels are here, right? You feel like the angels and gods and whatever it is you believe in, they brought you this person. So I do think this King of Pentacles is somebody who's very generous, very giving. They're very careful about what they invest in or who they invest in. So there is a little bit of hesitance on their part. Whoever the masculine is, I am getting a little bit of hesitancy on their part. Because overall, the King and the Four of Cups make the Five, right? They've been through their own little turmoil, their own difficulties. But the Queen of Wands here is just too alluring. She's sexy, she's confident, she's fun, she's intelligent. She's got a lot going for her. So this King of Cups will not be able to stay away long, okay? Now, I do think with the Turtle, it's good with these cards to share your experiences with each other so that you kind of have an idea of where the other person is coming from. Not that that's an excuse, right? So just to clarify what I mean by that. If somebody says, well, I had a spouse who cheated on me, so now I need you to be handing me your phone every time you come into the house, so I need to check those messages because I've been cheated on, you need to understand that. No, ma'am. No, sir. That is not the other person's responsibility. It's good to understand where the person is coming from and when they react a certain way, but that doesn't mean that your partner is completely in charge of dealing with your insecurities. You are in charge of dealing with your insecurities, and your partner's in charge of dealing with theirs. It's just good to understand where it's coming from, okay? So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Not on this page, all right? Now, let's clarify the Six of Wands. Clarify Six of Wands. We get the Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. Nice. With the Seven of Cups overall. So I do think that maybe one or both of you have options. With the Swan card here, there could be, both of you could be in some artistic field. Maybe they're into music or art and you are into painting and baking or something along those lines, right? But I do feel like there's an artistic touch to both of you. And although there are several options with the Seven of Cups, the Six of Wands is like both of you are pretty clear who you want, and both of you are clear on this person outshines the rest in your eyes, right? That's why, the whole saying of beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You see this person like they're just better than everybody else, and they see you the same way. With the Page of Swords, I think that there is a, you guys are kind of just keeping an eye on each other, watching each other's social media, kind of getting a better understanding of who they are. Like you're trying to observe them. You're trying to get to know who this person is through the things that they post, the things that they express, the comments that they react to, etc., etc. With the Nine of Pentacles, I do think that you're still in this space of like, I'm happy by myself though. I don't need this person. Then we get the Page of Pentacles. But it is nice imagining what it'd be like to have this person in my life, which is good. You're starting off small. You're not rushing into anything, which is perfect, Sag. Because although Sag, you guys can, do impulsive things, at the end of the day, you are ruled by Jupiter. You prefer wisdom. You prefer things that have some stability to them. So I think this is a much better approach, regardless of how you feel about it right now. Let's clarify this Four of Swords for Sag. Clarify Four of Swords for Sag. Okay, we get the Four of Wands, King of Wands, and the Judgment card. Okay, with the Knight of Pentacles. So I love this because I do feel the Three of Swords being the overall energy means that both of you have been through a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, hurt, etc. And I feel like this relationship is actually addressing these things. It's actually healing you guys, because we've got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords comes after the three, right? The Three of Swords are up here, and then the Four is here, where it's like you are getting to this place of understanding. Like, okay, now I know, the red flags I might have missed. Now I know where this toxic dynamic between me and my ex or my exes came from. And I think because we get the masculine, right? Here with the Three of Swords, we had the masculine with the Nine of Wands being a little guarded, right? Then over here, we've got the masculine with the Four of Cups being a little like, I don't know. And here, finally, we get the Four of Swords, Four of Wands, King of Wands, and the Judgment. Like the masculine is like, you know what? Fuck this shit. This person has given me nothing but love, nothing but comprehension, nothing but patience. I'm just going to go for it. So then they show up a King of Wands energy. They are matching this Queen of Wands. They are full of dynamism and energy and bravery and courage. The Queen of Wands has brought something to life in them that they thought was dead a long time ago. So overall, we do have the King of Wands and the Four of Wands, which is the 5. So I do, even if there's other people in the picture that kind of flirt or are an option, they suddenly show up like, nah, bitch, options are over. This is my woman or this is my man. Fuck off. So there's definitely going to be some changes with the snake and the turtle. It's because you know their story, they know yours, and they're seeing the potential, right? They're understanding where this could go. They understand with the Knight of Pentacles that this is long-term. This is not a game. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles. Clarify Five of Pentacles for Sag. Okay, so we're getting the World card, Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, Five of Wands, and Page of Cups. Overall energy, the Empress. Woo! Love, love, love. Love is in the air, Sag. Now, the issue could have been feelings of unworthiness, feelings of, well, why would they want me? I'm not that special. Sorry, guys. Whatever it is that came from this place of like not feeling good enough, right? Not feeling that they are anything special. However, that is changing. With the World card, I do see a stepping up into responsibility, completing things, right? Even if their story still was painful, it's like a releasing of it because they're understanding that this story is different. This story has potential with the Snake and the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups over here. There's potential for true bond, for a true healthy relationship. Like this is the first relationship that they've been in, and you've probably been in, that is not toxic, it's not controlling, it's not trying to degrade or diminish the other person. And your intuition's telling you that this is a healthy place, this is a healthy connection. But there will still, let's just be honest, Five of Wands, there will still be a little bit of an internal battle at times because it's a process, right? You don't just wake up one day, you're healed. But you're still doing the thing of like, it's okay, I'm still going to go out there, I'm going to put my heart on the line because I believe in this person. I believe in this bond. I believe that they are truly who they say they are, and I'm going to be truly who I say I am. Which leads to the Empress type of love, unconditional love, right? Because you're starting to understand who the other person is at their core. Let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. And Ace of Swords with the Moon card. So the Eight of Pentacles is more of a it is a working card, right? So there's going to be, both of you are kind of probably be busy at work, but this is also a card of putting in the work. Oh, this is a connection where both of you are doing everything you can. Damn, I drank coffee, but boy, I don't know why I keep yawning. Okay, so this is a connection where both of you are putting in all the work. Both of you are doing everything you can to make the other person feel safe, secure, feel comfortable enough to express themselves. So although Three of Swords is here twice, right? It was the overall energy, and it's here again. Although both of you may have come from this place of heartache, both of you may have come from this place of hurt and, some sort of trauma from previous love, Four of Swords is here. Also, twice. Both of you are healing through this connection. Both of you are understanding a lot of things that perhaps before you didn't understand. And with that comes freedom. With that comes being set free, being like realizations, acknowledgements of like, oh, okay, that's why it didn't work before. And that's why, because now this one does work and it's totally different. We're communicating in a different way. We're doing things in a different way. So that's amazing, Sag. Good for you. With the Moon card here, I do think that both of you are expressing, right, with this Ace of Swords, both of you are expressing where these fears came from. But for the first time, you're with someone that doesn't use that against you, because I feel like that was something that would be used against you in the past. And this person isn't doing that. They understand your fears. They understand your previous hang-ups. And they're just like, well, that's, something maybe I suffered through the same thing. And it's a bonding. You're creating, it's not a trauma bonding because you're not doing that. I do feel like both of you had a very different background, but your understanding of each other and understanding that this person is not the people you were with before. So you're bonding over that knowledge of safety, of comfort. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. Clarify Queen of Pentacles for Sag. Okay, we get the Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Interesting. With the Magician. So you manifested this, Sag. You were probably tired of being in connections that were wishy-washy. with the Magician, you wanted something solid, and you definitely manifested that. You manifested either whoever you are, either the masculine or the feminine, you manifested your counterpart. You manifested your partner. With the Queen of Swords, I do think that this may have taken some time. You had to be very selective. You had to be very picky in who you were allowing in. But then look. Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant, then commitment comes in. Someone comes in that you actually want to build a family with. You're not worried about how they're going to be interpreting your actions or your the things that you say when you go out. Their insecurities are not yours to deal with. And I think that that's one of the biggest changes in this connection. You feel like this person is the rock in your life, something steady and safe and comforting. Let's clarify this this Five of Swords. Clarify Five of Swords for Sag. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Cups. And Temperance, with the Empress as the overall energy. So this is the first time in a long time that I've seen the Five of Swords actually be a good card, because it's usually, tied up with some shady shit. But with the Empress being here and the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Temperance, this is like love helping you defeat all of these things that used to hold you back. All of these insecurities, traumas, things that you've been through that really used to shape the way that you spoke, used to shape the way that you saw the world. Love is helping you defeat it. This Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles dynamic you got going here, that's like a true soulmate, a true soul bond, is helping you take your previous experiences and just integrate them, right? The whale energy. Integrate them into your life without it shaping the entire view you have of the world. You realize, you know what? Shit sometimes just happens, and we can't let that control the rest of our lives, right? Let's clarify this Three of Wands. Clarify Three of Wands. We get the Knight of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Damn, Sag. King of Swords. You're moving quick, boo-boo. So we've got the Knight of Cups. So you're in a very romantic energy right now. Although King of Swords, you're still showing up in a very intelligent, like you're not being delusional. Let me put it that way. You're not fooling yourself, just in case you're worried when the Knight of Cups came up. But you're looking forward to the next stage, Three of Wands. You're like, okay, how do we get this to something more serious, right? Four of Pentacles, you don't want to let this go. You have kind of been going with the flow, just kind of playing off of each other's energy. Like, what they give, I'll give. What I offer, I've seen them offer. But the Justice card is here. I do think that both of you are wanting to make this a little bit more of a serious commitment, as in marriage, because we also have the Hierophant as the last card that came out. So let's go ahead and clarify the Hierophant. I'll put this one here. Clarify the Hierophant for Sag. We get the Two of Cups. Go figure. Wow. Chariot. Ten of Wands. Seven of Swords. Queen of Cups as the overall card. So you guys have come out as all the pairs, really. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then a while ago the King of Swords came out, right? So you guys have come out as all the pairs. This is literally like the Emperor and the Empress then. This is your match, and you're realizing that. However, I do think that although you do want to move forward with the marriage, you do want to move forward with commitment. For most Saggies, that'll probably scare the fuck out of you because you're not used to commitment. But you're moving past that this month. You'll see. I do think that there's a piece of you that still does not want to share that with the world. Seven of Swords. I think that you want to keep it secret. You'll want to hide the fact that you guys are getting married. Maybe because you're like, well, if I'm wrong, I don't want to sound like a dumbass. But at the same time, I don't want to not take this opportunity because I feel like it's perfect. And then if it's not perfect, nobody will know. Right? So, I mean, I'm not saying you'll keep it a secret forever. I just think maybe for the first couple of months or a month, maybe for a couple of weeks, maybe days, you will keep it to yourself. But anyways, I do think that there's a lot of potential here, Sag. You have an incredible growth ahead of you. You just have to go with the flow. Stop trying to control or see things out of the lens of fear. Okay? All right, Sag, I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. Please make sure you share the video, comment, react, do what you can to push the algorithm so more Sagittarius can watch these. And I will see you guys later. Bye.